All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Or actually, it's almost noon, 11:52 in the morning, and I've basically been sitting here staring at screens all morning. There's really nothing. Well, there's some things going on, but things didn't hit my levels, and there was one stock that hit my levels, and I didn't take the trade. I'll show you here. So BILI. I had levels on BILI this morning at 102.38 and 101.85. And I had orders in at 102.38 and it hit 102.38 to the penny, but I didn't get filled. I only had 100 shares there anyway. I staggered 500 shares between 102.38 and 101.85, roughly every 12 cents. Yeah, so it came down to my price, didn't fill, and then went off in the other direction. So no trade. Uh, you know, that's life. That's the way it goes sometimes. You know, it's great that I hit the number to the penny. I mean that makes me feel good, but that doesn't fill my wallet. But anyway, all right. GM didn't come anywhere near my levels. I thought about jumping into GM for a move past the open right here, but you can see it didn't make it back to the open, so I just didn't go for it. Carver, I didn't have this level on Carver, this 42.40. Let's see, this Fibonacci was this a pre? Yeah, I think this was a pre-market fib. Where did I put that fib? Oh, let's see, where is it? Where's my Fibonacci on this one? 38.87. Where did I get 38.87? Oh, okay. I got 38.87 from the previous day. Okay. So yeah, so I suppose if I had gone after this with pre-market, it would have been okay. Um, it did make a jump above 38.87 there. I think was that a yeah that was during a halt. So Carver started moving again today, and actually a move over the open. If I wasn't paying close enough attention to it, let's see. Here's the open at 34.45, and you can see the open has acted for a bit. It acted as support. I really didn't pay enough attention to Carver. This would have been a good trade. So it broke over the open from 34.45 up here to 38. That would have been a nice trade to get into. This is on the 1 minute too, so that means that thing moved fast. And the yeah, and then it found support at that open area, and then ran up to as high as 42. Went into a halt here at the high of 38.70. Yeah, and then actually the break. If I'd been paying attention to the Carver, I may have traded it a bit more. The break of 38.45 would have been a good entry as well for the break of the morning high. Let me move this fib out of the way. A little bit easier to see. But yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't paying attention to it. Carver Bank Corp would have been a good trade. It was kind of continuation from yesterday's momentum. Definitely opened higher. It's falling away now, though. I wouldn't want to get involved with it now. It's kind of heading down into yesterday's close area. Well, yeah, it's below VWAP. I wouldn't mess with it now. So. Missed that trade. Newegg, I didn't trade. I put a Fibonacci. This is the Fibonacci from yesterday's. So I put a Fibonacci on it from yesterday's high, or I should say Wednesday's high, to sort of the start of this parabolic move. Now I imagine that it's going to come down and test some Fibonacci levels and test some price levels and so forth. But right now, I don't see a trade on it right now. Yeah, price action's a bit spotty Pardon me, the spread is really wide open here. Let me take a look at the spread real quick. The spread right now isn't bad. It's at 51.28 on the bid and 51.45 on the ask. So there's only a 20-cent spread now. When I was looking at it before, there was like $1 spread on it. It definitely had a nice run. Did catch some support at the 61.8 fib and moved up for the day. But I just it was the spread was really wide, and it wasn't moving with the same volume that it did yesterday. Yesterday was just super rapid. Oh yeah, I got pulled away from the office yesterday, so I didn't get to do a recap. I only wound up being up about just over $300, $305 yesterday, and it was on Newegg, and I definitely could have made more money on Newegg yesterday. Anyway, AGRI. This thing IPO'd yesterday. Here's the daily on it, and I had my eye on it today, and it just kept making these sort of let's look at the 1 minute, kind of making these. So it did open around $7 $7. It went to as high as 841. There's a trade there, and yeah, I remember. So it went into a halt. Let's see where it went into a halt. It went into a halt straight out of the morning at 9:30. It went into a halt, and then it went from 9:35 to 36 to 37. And then it dumped. Yeah, at 38, it went into halt on the way down. It opened back up at 43. Had a little run up, and is just then this is kind of classic. If this were a small cap biotech, I wouldn't be surprised. It's a small cap finance. Interesting. With rates falling, the financials are not the place you want to be. So it did this move up, this bump up. And then the rest of the day, it's just kind of going like this. Now, it looks like it's trying to find a bottom here. But it's way past time, my trading time. I seriously doubt it's going to do anything like that today. But I'm not going to be around to trade it, even if it does anyway. So then, let's see, KC started popping up. And it actually hit the scanner, and I think it went into. No, it didn't go into a halt. I don't see any halt. Oh wait, 359, 55 to 59. No, it started hitting the scanner for whatever reason, and I put it up, and by the time I started like getting interested in it, it was making this move, and so I put this 2938, and it actually broke the 2938, but what I was looking for was for it to break above 2938, come back down, retest, and then move higher. And it hasn't made that move on 2938, although it seems to have done that kind of, it looks like it kind of broke. Let's put the level, suppose for a moment we put the level right here on this, on the morning pivot. There we go. Here's the opening pivot right here, right? And it did make that move. You can see here, this did give a trade. So a move up, a retest, and then a move continuation higher. But again, I really wasn't paying, the movement is spotty. The volume actually picked up. KC hit my scanner this morning. It only had 10 or 15,000 shares traded. And so I was kind of like, hey, that's really not enough volume. Right now, it's at 1.47 million shares traded on the day. There might be more upside on KC today. Can't be sure, but it's certainly possible KC could keep going up. It's a technology data processing. I thought KC was a railroad. Anyway, and then there's Stamp. Now, Stamp is an acquisition, and acquisitions just tend to move in a straight line all day. That's kind of what happens after an acquisition. 323, there's a range there, but gosh, good luck trading that. So yeah, that's been my day. Just kind of sitting here staring at screens and almost making a trade, almost pulling the trigger, but then just not ultimately. cash is a position, and a 0 day is better than a red day. So I did miss a couple trades here, especially on Carver there. Carver definitely gave some good entries. But yeah, that's just the way it goes. All right, everybody. Good luck out there. Have a great weekend. Keep your risk tight. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you at Monday's strategy session. I am out.